reason I'm so
Yo, Glass Gulag.
Am I showing
You get to see under my fingernail. Is there any poop under there?
No,
I hope not.
see my titties. And,
Glass Gulag,
I think
number 17.
Man. So what is it about
Fingernail poop. We're gonna poke Owen Benjamin with this poopy finger.
Maybe
we're gonna poke the bear.
It's because I'm saying what is actually true. And if I'm wrong, I
back at it. He's stealing Eric Dubé's talking points again.
Steven Crowder, Alex Jones.
Alright, let's go to the chat. Look at this guy. He's made $700. Every 1,000 lemons is $100.
Please give it good reviews. Let me show you a picture of it. Here's Roku. Unauthorized.tv is finally on Roku. Please give it a 5-star rating. And if you were up on my Patreon and you want to be a part of legal action, we need as many good men as possible. We're going to war. Why didn't they laugh at gmail.com? Thank you. Unbearablesmerchandise.com is down because PayPal is only concerned about trans children funding. Selling t-shirts is hate.
Damn, is that it?
Is
he logging out already?
What is it about me that makes people so angry? Makes people call me full of so much hate? It's because what I'm saying is true. Boom! All right. Here's the new documentary. Having people in the crowd that look to me as
See, he still hasn't figured out his audio yet.
It's definitely more pressure. It makes me think sometimes about if I'm like spiraling too hard. If I'm giving back.
He's definitely spiraling too hard.
I'm not just a comedian for some other people, and I take that seriously because sometimes I make horrendous mistakes.
Yo, what up, D's Kosher? What up, DKN?
Putting someone on the wrong path. I just hope people know that I'm a flawed man like anyone, and a comedian. It's we're all in this together.
He's on D Live now, exactly. We have to go to D Live to annoy him. Somebody made a gay documentary for him. They should have made it about his gay dad. That would have been interesting.
Doing great, King. And again, I'm not here to talk about flat Earth, so don't come here and just be like, these globetards.
You just spent like 30 minutes talking flat Earth.
It's not even the main gravy. Because I don't know what the Earth is. I really don't. I don't know if it's flat or not.
Dude, Eric Dubé got in his head.
I don't. It's not a spinning ball. I don't know what it is. I call it a round. Legend says another person dies and they hate us because they ain't us. Yeah, I mean, they're just...
What's the story on that? Never watch him anymore, but I heard him once say his dad was pumping dudes' butts. Dude, he had a meltdown.
Cool. Alright. To get back to the truth, which is static. It never moves.
His dad stole money from his mom to the tune of like $100 grand, and he spent it on Puerto Rican twinks.
But if you're a Christian, you try and shame people like me and say like, you're so stupid for believing in what is clearly more biblical, like, just keep it to
Why would you
yourself.
ever admit that on camera?
Don't use that as a tool to try and shame me. Does it look like shame works?
He's just so real.
I'm not, I mean, listen, flat earther doesn't really even mean anything anymore. Because it's not like a thing. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
it's
how gay is that, dude?
The trailer makes me weep, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he did some gay stuff too.
Best to say unknown.
Yup, like Ted Haggard. I don't know who Ted Haggard is, but it sounds familiar.
Not allowed to. Antarctica signed a treaty in the 50s.
I'm barely not a zoomer, dude.
Every major country in the world is stuck to, even during major wars, that no one, and I mean no one, is allowed to go to Antarctica. But I mean, Antarctica's just the South Pole. No, it isn't.
You know what they should do in Antarctica? They should mine Bitcoin in Antarctica.
Show me in the Bible.
He's from Hollywood. You don't get into Hollywood without doing gay shit first. Exactly.
It's all good. Let's just laugh together. How's that sound? Well, the Bible says it's Albert Einstein should have fucked his cousin.
What a mess.
No, I didn't spill any coffee.
Where is he? He's like in his fucking bathroom, dude. Amy has segregated him to the bathroom.
The best. Oh, sweet. BB Man, be verified. Is Late Man Bear. Welcome, Late Man Bear. Is it wrong that I missed the ban hammer? Please don't ban me. No, it's not wrong. There will be bannings. Right now we're just in a good place. We will attract the eye of Sauron again. The eye of Satan.
Do you live have mods in the chat? Can I go in there and talk about his wife getting beat up?
Hang on. View whole chapter. See verse in context. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof. The circle.
So many
The earth is a
boomers.
circle. Maybe, I don't know.
This guy flooded D-Live with boomers.
Not ball. Dumb. You do it again, you're banned.
Oh, the
If you think a
evangelical
circle is a
guy.
ball, you're stupid. You're a stupid person.
Ted Haggard, okay.
How does he sit above
Oh
a
man,
ball?
D-Live as moderator trannies.
How does God sit above a ball? So if you're in the southern hemisphere, God is below you. No, but according to...
Exactly, good balance.
That's what it sounds to me.
He's so hack. He's so hack. He just makes noises.
Nothing is up.
His comedy is like female
It's
level.
the fundamental basis of up. If you have a basketball and you say, and it's like, there's no up. There is no argument here. You're going to go through...
Owen has
phases
girl
of
tier comedy.
grief. It's your business, not mine. We literally don't bring this to me.
Talks
And
about
if you
being
wanna start
gay.
well, follow my page, and you can-
And then just
don't
makes
bring it
noises.
here, or I'll ban you.
I'll ban you if you
wanna
make me
hang
sad.
with me because you're going through grief. Guys, there's no up on a ball. There's no up. In Australia, up is down. You understand that, right? So when someone says up, it doesn't mean anything on a ball. Argue that point, or leave. And I mean that, because what you're pushing is nihilism. You're pushing a way where you can't interpret up. Now circles of spheres, it doesn't matter. It's guys, it's translated from Aramaic. Do you know how complex of a language Aramaic was? It's one of the most complex languages in the world.
Only people with 147 IQ can read Aramaic.
No one is spiraling, you're banned for life. 1 second. See, there you go. I got a ban hammer. Banned for life. Alright, let's meet the garden a little bit here. Don't follow me? I don't know if it. Alright, hang on. We need 4 corners on that circle. HBB, they hate God. You're right, and let's ban some.
Right, you're banned.
If you just believe the earth's a ball and you don't care that much, you can get through this and not care. Like, I listen to Crow 777 all the time. I don't really care that much about astrology, or astronomy, like astrology, like about zodiac shit. I don't care. I just fast forward. I don't care at all. I think it's kind of gay. Does that mean...
Like his dad. Kind of gay like his dad. Actually, his dad's very gay. Benjamin Owen. What's up, Ultimate?
There's certain topics that he starts hitting.
Ultimate in the house.
I don't care. I love Vincent from Red Elephants. He's a wonderful guy. I don't care that much about...
He has like 4 things that he talks about.
Presidential race. 0.
And they're all
As soon as people start
subjects that are from 2015.
I just fast forward. And I listen to more stuff about like family and stuff. I don't care. So if you truly just believe the earth is a ball and you're comfortable with that, just skip ahead. If you want to try and convince me and the Bears otherwise, you don't belong here. And I mean that. And
Don't
really
poke the Bears, guys.
Just skip ahead. Just skip ahead. It's fine.
You can't skip, it's live, you retard.
You know, there's certain topics that Vox talks about that I skip ahead. I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand. I don't know much about gaming. And I know I'm on D Live right now, and I want to, honestly, I want to know more now. there's been times when people talk about first shooter and all these like designs that
He doesn't game. He just butt pumps. Me and the Bears. What's up, Wasp?
And that doesn't affect our friendship one bit. All right. Code 777 stealing musical frequencies. Yes.
Amy, come say hi to the Bears.
Newest episode is awesome, and I didn't know that the.
Oh wow, you can't pause or go back on D Live. It's just live. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
He's British. He's very talented.
YouTube, much superior.
No man can determine what Earth is. It is greatly interesting, and it's always great to expand my knowledge. Exactly. That's why I hesitate.
YouTube is like the Bitcoin of streaming. It's just been around so long. It has so much behind it.
So I'm very hesitant into saying what Earth is.
Yeah, I couldn't get the replays. Love, Amy, Aim, can you bring me another coffee? Wasp, you missed it. He just spilled his fucking coffee. You could actually go back in my stream and look at him spill his coffee.
But I do know what it is not, and I am 100% certain that it is not a spinning ball in an infinite black.
Dude, Eric Dubé fucked this guy's head up. 6 minutes, dude.
Some folks like
6 minutes, alright.
I'm with you. Games are not my thing. Yes, same with me. It's fine. But I have no problem with gamers. I have no problem with people. Great. He's a game designer. He loves games. He does like board games. All that stuff.
Oh, and D Live is for homosexuals. Exactly. He talks so much shit on this.
These are very good skills to learn with friendship.
He talks shit on video games, and then the same night, Vox did a stream about video games, and now he's like, guys, I want to learn more about video games.
What affects friendship and what affects groups is when you know someone's a liar. When you know someone's like, I know the truth and I'm not, and I'm going to say the opposite because I like fancy pants and I like lollipops for my fucking mouth and my ass.
Whoa.
That's the problem. I don't have a problem with what you believe as long as you can make an argument. I've listened endlessly to people trying to tell me how light is a particle and a wave. It's obvious wizardry. Everyone knows it. It isn't a real thing.
You're a wizard. You're gay. Like my dad. Leave me alone.
It's like a known secret that particle theory is retarded. And I won't be on board that. If you want to, fine. I won't. And I think, like, for example, I think Taylor Swift's a dude. My wife doesn't. Look. That's a tranny to me. My wife Amy, who I love more than anyone in the world, doesn't think that that's a tranny. Do you think that causes marital problems?
He's unironically right.
Not.
He's unironically based.
Think that that's a dude.
His wife is gonna leave him.
That's a dude. But like,
his wife thinks he's
dude.
Fucking nuts.
Does it appear I'm mad at Amy? Does it appear I view her any differently?
But Taylor Swift is definitely trans.
So just.
It's all about hip to waist ratio and head to shoulder width.
Lies. There's people in this chat that are
Swift is a trend.
Statistically, it's a fact.
But you don't talk about that shit to your wife.
Speaking, it is a fact that there are people in this chat with a higher IQ than me. That's fine. I don't like lies.
You're right, Stevie. He is very
I
abusive.
agree with Amy. You can't.
Q, she is an Illuminati tranny.
That I have committed to for the rest of my life. That I've had 2 children with, and hopefully a third, believes that that's a girl.
He's blowing boomers' minds. You're right, that's a dude.
That's a
Taylor
dude.
Shaft. Tyler Swift.
It's fine. You can have
that is
disagreements.
def a trans.
Okay, I'll show you an example. Like this, here's a black dude that I would rather have in my circle than. All right, look at this. All right, hang on. Where is it?
He's
Larry
convincing
Johnson.
some boomers. That's
Former
good.
NFL Larry Johnson accuses Freemasons.
Tay has a big clit. Shut up. We struck a nerve, guys. We struck a nerve with the Zoomers.
Larry Johnson in my circle than Clay Matthews.
Holy shit, we have Owen Benjamin in the chat under the pseudonym
Viking
Ultimate TV.
Plus commercials and all that. I like people who speak the truth, and I hate liars. Larry Johnson, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's never stolen a bike. He might be a black guy, but that's my guy. Dwayne Wade has a trans son. Whatever that means. We all know what they're doing. You know, Dwayne Wade is letting his wife publicly call his son his daughter. Larry Johnson is like, no. Who do you want in your tribe? Clay Matthews with his Perk Plus commercials and his long, beautiful hair, or Larry Johnson? The irony about me is the things that people say about me are so wrong. Like when people are like, Owen Benjamin is a whiteout. Want to know who says these things? Look at this.
I'm not racist, guys. My dad's gay.
White Power 1488 has joined the chat. Hello, fellow whites. We got against the Jews, huh? Oh. It's all fake people.
That's your tribe, Owen.
Based on his character. Larry Johnson is crazy based.
Crazy based.
Do you definitely get loud? Yes, he does.
Guys, he's based in Red Pill.
We got Transpocalypse. Yeah, some of those I'm not on board with. I used to not think Taylor Swift was until I saw some of the documents. I used to not think Taylor Swift was.
Guys, I got the documents.
Picture, guys. And then, one of the bears, Elon, what was it today? Let me think of it. Oh, dude, Kyneton just hit a home run. He said, what if the song Wheel in the Sky was about that meme? Look at this. Yeah, where is it? What a
Coddington, you're so smart.
wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. That's the wheel in the sky. I just want to know how many people knew it. Great call, guys, Bear. The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow.
Coddington, I'm glad I didn't ban you.
Sky clock. Larry Johnson owns the bike shop. Exactly. It's not even, alright, so, check this out. Halloran said, no, I know I did. Alright, here it is. Halloran, this is a guy I trust here. We had the misfortune of meeting Taylor. Let me look Taylor.
Owen can't sing. No, he's awful.
We had the misfortune of meeting Taylor.
Oh, Nick and Milo, dude, yeah.
He was famous in Lexington Barbecue Festival here in North Carolina. He was a very ugly dude who went out of his way to say...
Nick is gay. He wants to hook up with Milo.
And then acted shocked when he said, who even are you? I'm the next big thing.
Dude, the entire right-wing conservatives, it's all a psyop.
Oh, we know.
They're all homosexuals.
He's actually famous.
Including Owen.
My song is Tim McGraw. This was before he had suckled off pop music to be famous. The song was trash. He then gave us 4 customized autograph photos with things like reach for the dreams and shoot for the stars, and we had our hands full and threw them in the nearest trash can because he couldn't carry that in funnel cake. I don't regret that at all.
It's gonna be
There's
hard.
an next trash can too, as he probably saw it. Don't you wish you kept them? Fuck no. And later heard Tay is so hot. And I said, fuck no, Taylor's gross and a bitch and Hollywood and media and really does magic. Then one later finds out he is a knuckle-dragging man lady and all makes sense. A lot of gimps whacked off to this dude and I laughed at them. If you find out somebody is a dude later and stop, no one will laugh at you as the deception is deep. If you keep spiraling and keep whacking, you're a homo. That's why they
Spoken like a real boomer.
Taylor.
Thick tube, big ass tubes, dude.
Taylor.
Oh, no. It
That's
won't
a
break.
dude.
It's too goddamn
Taylor
thick.
Swift is from one of those elite bloodlines. Her dad owns the record label. They've been grooming old Taylor. Let's talk about how these training things work. So, let's say you're from one of these elite blood. Oh, I know what I gotta do first.
Dude, meanwhile, he says there's no such thing as bloodlines.
Before they cut the audio during the stream.
He's about to go into elite bloodlines, and he says there's no such thing as bloodlines.
These people are just royalty in a different form. They marry each other and they create these social contracts for breeding. That they get more wealth and power. That's how they get so wealthy and so powerful. What do they give up for that? Everything. That's true. These people are all about bloodlines. And if you look at Swift here, as someone who shepherds goats, let me tell you something. That you do castrate certain males and do this whole gender swap thing is weird, but
I'm gonna go in there. Oh, and I thought you said bloodlines aren't a thing.
Taylor Swift is the trick. Yeah, Taylor Swift. Yeah. My wife doesn't think so, and I still love her deeply. So don't go on these things where if you don't have everything, you have to like troll me. It's fine. You can disagree. I think that's their currency. Who do you think owns the Red Cross? The Rothschilds.
Based. Troll.
Literally. So they're literally vampires. Oh, how dare you? Just go somewhere else.
Just go somewhere else.
Out here, we'll find another way. Subscribe to unauthorized.tv. Anyway, so what do? They
buy my mugs.
They combine bloodlines to consolidate wealth. It's why they all end up looking really, really crazy. Like, let me show you some pictures of.
Holy balls, this is hard.
Like a Rockefeller. Alright.
There you go.
Let me show you what these guys look like. Alright. When I say we give up everything, I mean, guys, everything. Alright, I'll just show you two Rockefellers. Oh my god, it's worse than I even remembered. Okay, so here's
Amy, come look at these trannies.
I'll just show you John D. Rockefeller and David Rockefeller.
Fuck, do I close this thing?
These are the richest people in the history of America, right? They're still just control everything, right? Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to the Rockefellers. Oh my god. Okay, this is the guy. This is him. This
Amy,
is
how the fuck do I close this knife?
Okay, he looks. Yeah, that's what he looks like, guys. Okay,
Shit's like voodoo right now, bro.
His lineage.
There we go.
This is David Rockefeller.
Never mind, love.
Okay, that's David
Dude,
Rockefeller.
He had like 7 heart transplants.
So how do they get so much power?
Well, he looks like a lizard.
These people are obsessed with blood. So what they do is they marry. They for
guys, they're wizards.
To a degree you can't imagine. Yeah, these are the people, guys.
Yes, yes. She fucking hates him,
That's
dude.
John D. Rockefeller and David Rockefeller. This is what they look like.
He tells her shit like Taylor Swift is a tranny, dude.
So, straight up aliens. Oh, guys.
Imagine telling that to a normie.
This is just the ones we know of. I have a theory that the image of the alien is actually what the people look like, and I mean people loosely, toward the top of the pyramid.
Oh,
They
man,
consolidate
ghetto
bloodlines
fucking
to gain power and wealth. That's the only thing that really works. What happens is you end up looking crazy. It's what happens when you overbreed certain
warm
dogs.
this up
You know, like you'll have like a pug. I know my friend
warm
Bruce
this up.
really likes his pug and everything. But it's like when you hyper focus on certain traits, and that trait would be wealth. What comes along with extreme wealth? Many times, a lack of human empathy, sociopathy, extreme aggressiveness. You know? So when you breed for extreme wealth, you end up with a fucking group of people that are not having a good time. No one's having more fun than the Bears. Guys, my merch site got taken down today, and it's like the 50th thing I want to talk about. Like, I don't care. I mean, I care.
I don't even care that much. I can't sell you guys shit.
We'll do it. I know people like the shirts. I know people like the mugs. We're going to crush. But, like, this is what happens when you care too much about wealth and power. This is your lineage. That.
Guys, I don't even care about money.
Picture of John D. I'll show you another picture of John D. This is what they really
No one's coping more than us.
Look into the Rothschilds, man.
Guys, no one's coping more than us.
Alright, this is an older picture of him. This is when he was a younger man. That's him.
Guys, I hate lemons, but give me more lemons.
Like, they literally look like
Dude,
this.
he has 11,000 lemons.
So that's
And I think it's like every 500 lemons costs like $100.
It's such bullshit. Vampires, yeah.
Heartwarming letters about logos.
Don't
Dude, the
marry
letters
for love
are
and
so fucking
loyalty
cringe.
And faith
And these, dude, he doesn't have to pay taxes on that shit. I'm gonna report his bitch ass to the IRS.
It's incredible. These people don't.
Dude,
So what happens when you're obsessed
I would
with what?
fight
Let's say
this
you have
faggot,
to
dude, with his little fucking woman hips. He's not that strong.
to make sure
He's not that fucking
dude
strong, dude.
Doesn't just run around getting everybody pregnant.
Dude, I would
Chop off the weed,
go for his
start him
legs,
on a
dude. I wouldn't
hormone
stand with
program
him.
when you're young,
I try to get him on the
make
floor.
sure that bloodline is clipped.
Owen really can't. Dude, he has to sound that shit out.
I get it. You might not think so, but whatever. It's about blood. It's always about bloodlines. Blood to them is currency.
He can't be more than
So
130
let's
IQ.
say you have just like a young stud. And I mean that as far as breeding goes.
Shit.
Like when my goats are gonna have, they're gonna
man,
be
ruin
in
this.
a few months. There's gonna be some dudes, and I don't want them just running around banging their sisters and like messing with everything. So they will be turned into eunuchs. I literally put a rubber band around their balls.
What was that?
They do that with people, and who's they? They, them, the people doing it. Taylor Swift's dad. This is a theory. I'm 90% that that's a dude. Alright.
Taylor Swift is definitely male.
727 Gig Harbor, Washington, 98335. Support what you like or it goes away. I'm very lucky that you guys
Please send me money,
and
pay pigs,
not only is it not
so we
going away,
could
it's growing,
we could
but
have more bang.
if you
We need more bang in our
wanna
life, dude.
support, you know, just mail me something. They can't control that, like PayPal.
Big bang. Big Bang theory over here.
Right, so now
Big Bang vibe
when
check.
I say don't be envious of these people, I mean it. Because
Good,
it'll
shake
help you
it.
feel joy and gratitude for your life. You can look up and thank that your Heavenly Father that you are not a Rockefeller or a Rothschild. People that are in control of the blood supply. Literally, the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds run the Red Cross. Literally in control of
The
blood
Vox thing
supply
is weird.
because they're insane. And they've overbred themselves to the point of looking like actual turtles.
Reptiles.
Alright. And we just like to interview your own. Yes.
Tortellinis.
It's one thing to want it to not be a globalist,
Christ.
like, oh, my kid is black, Japanese,
dear
white,
God.
Mexican. It's great. You know, I get it. Like, Norwegians are beautiful people, because a lot of them just are from the lineage of Norwegian, and they just, but when you get
From the
really-
lineage of Norwegian.
when you're breeding for pugs, that's when things get wild. Yeah. It's wild. Maybe you said there was new, maybe you said there was a new good news and unauthorized. Oh, yeah. I played the trailer to the new documentary a few times, and also,
You're
are
banned.
now
Also,
on
you're banned for life.
Roku. Hichi, hachi, ku, ju. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Roku. Ichi, hachi, ku, ju.
I'll check them out. I have a Roku.
I don't know if there's a Japanese company or not, but Roku.
Thanks, BB. I have a Roku.
That TV is now available on your television set.
Thank you, Dark Lord. Thank you,
Roku.
BB.
Make sure you give it a 5-star.
Thank you, BB Netanyahu and Dark Lord.
In fact, in a culture war. But look at the convenience, ladies and gentlemen. There's Wrangler Star, there's the Big Bear, David the Good, you know, the legend Chuck Dixon, everyone's crushing, Fox Day. It's fucking great. Big
We're the
wins,
best.
Big wins. Big wins. Yeah, Roku. Yeah, Roku.
Nice.
Oh, and who
Doing
made
better
the
than I
fire
expected.
video with the Nikon P1000 share? Oh, that's Taboo Conspiracies.
Oh, that was Eric Dubé. I stole it.
Just look up Taboo Conspiracies. Check out David Weiss's app. He has a great app. It's fun. It's not something to be angry about. I'm like getting a little sick of people being like, this guy believes it. It's like, dude, stop. Like, why are you mad at me for that? I know why. You're going through grief and you're terrified, but like, just stop.
Why are you
In
such a
person,
gamma?
In person, you'd back down. In person, you'd have respect.
Oh, Bill
Yeah,
Coomer.
I'm around people.
What's up, Bill
Don't act
Coomer?
like this in real life.
I think I saw you somewhere.
And the chat now at D Live is great. I mean, the vibes are so much better here than YouTube, and I really appreciate it.
What a hilarious
And
fucking
I don't care how
username.
you view the Earth and the Sun, but don't.
Netanyahu is gay and cringe.
There's many bears that believe the Earth is a spinning ball.
This
not
is
a flat
Benjamin.
Earth
This is
view.
BB.
It's not.
This is Big Bear
It's all
Netanyahu.
great. Big Bear, hoping to see you on Apple TV. Me too. You know,
Me
one win
too.
at a time. Enjoy today. Apple TV is probably a little harder, but you know, give the Roku app a good 5-star review, Bears. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Grambler.
Ravius Fun Taboo Conspiracy was in the chat today. Sweet, great guy, Ben. I hung with him in Dallas. Used to be a lawyer. Got sick of hurting people. BB, do you think the men's
Why don't we just stop getting work?
I never did, but Crow does. He's convinced of it, and I respect Crow, so I'm not
Yes,
going to
hail Israel.
I do more deep dives. It reeks of a hoax.
Yes,
I never
Wasp.
saw it,
Yes,
but he did,
Wasp.
so
Hail
it's
Israel.
I've enough respect
That's what I
for
need
Crow
in this
for
chat.
Crow
We need
Seven,
more
where
Israel
he's
love
like,
and
He
worship.
talks about it like it's
We're
like
trying to get on the
9/11
good side of the
level
government. I
obvious.
respect
It's
God's children
whoa. Back up the
and
gravy,
people.
please. Uh,
God's children
I
people.
never saw that, which is interesting.
Yes, Israel.
Gravy Pure is
I'm actually Jewish.
What makes what'll really help our community if people, like, for example,
This
the
is
Kurgan
such
is
good
the-
optics right now,
I love
dude.
the Kurgan.
I'm
The
fucking
Kurgan
Jewish.
is a truth teller and he's tough as shit. He's awesome.
Guys,
smart.
more fucking. Can we get some more
Okay,
Israeli
think about
flags
how
in the
different
chat?
that
I
is
need.
from my view.
This is such great optics.
Not only do I not think we went to the moon, I don't think there is a moon.
Wow.
Okay? Just putting that out there. I think it's not a rock spinning in the sky.
Start a countdown
I
timer
trust Kurgan.
for
I
when
think
Amy's
Kurgan
gonna
is
take
extremely
the kids and
intelligent.
leave.
And I think he's a very faithful, great human being. I got to hang with him in Indiana. So really let that sink in. So before you feel all oh, I can't be here. Oh, and Benjamin thinks the Earth is flat. Nah.
I don't think the moon is real.
Kurgan thinks we went to the moon, and I couldn't respect him more because I know he's not lying to me, and he doesn't get mad at me about it. He's actually pretty funny about it. I suspect that Crow's 777 is counter. COINTELPRO, you're out of your mind. Well, I'm not going to attack you. No. Crow
You're
777
banned.
is most assuredly not counter.
You're banned for life.
Kurgan is awesome, man. He's a dog with cats, but a nice. I trust people that are a little crazy. The Flat Earth ban on Crow 777 recently crushed. I know. I'll play some videos about it tomorrow. The guy is incredibly talented. Flat Earth guru. Check him out. Someone's like, we didn't go to the moon. He's incredible, and he's British. He did that character because he wanted to hide his appearance because he didn't want his family to think he was crazy. I thought he was from the South. Maybe you're talking how light can't transmit the
Because you're retarded, dude.
I've always had issues with how thrust could possibly work in space. Yeah, and there's people that ankle bite me so much about that stuff. They're like, there's Owen Benjamin. It's like, just leave then.
It's because you have so many. It's only because he has so many boomer audience people.
You can bring ideas to the table, but do you think I haven't?
200,000 boomers subscribe to him.
I hosted a physics podcast at Caltech.
Dude, yeah, you bought into it all.
It's like, yeah, maybe light is a particle and a wave simultaneously. Okay? I don't believe so, and if you don't respect my opinion, you can get the fuck out. And I put it on age restriction so I can say fuck. We're all a little crazy. We are, I know, right? You know, there's levels. Alright, you guys want to hear... Alright,
Lunar-centric universe. The moon is flat.
Some classics.
The moon might be flat, unironically. Actually.
Well, it all started with the...
And you might be right. It might not even be real.
This is the first thing that ever made for us.
But I just like talking shit.
And he just randomly emailed me, and he was like, I was playing around with South Park clips in your rant. And then from there, it's just built. I mean, for those of you that don't follow Mountain Bear on both DLive and YouTube, you're missing out. Alright, so this was the very first thing...
You're banned if you're not following him.
And so what he started doing, it'll become very obvious, is on live streams, I would just be riffing and doing jokes and just ranting for hours. And he just put it to South Park videos, and it crushes. Happened is South Park cartoons are so clearly...
It's totally not hacked, guys.
People could ingest the jokes way better if there was South Park characters, because South Park has made fun of everything and gotten away with it. So when you put my jokes over South Park, it's so obvious. That
his jokes that he stole from South Park.
How dare you? It's just so stupid. The most non-PC
it is
stuff
really
I've ever
stupid.
said, if you put it over South Park, it doesn't even trigger that response. It's fascinating. So check out the...
It's so hack. Amy,
because culturally, the Chinese are
come here and look at Teak Swift.
Culturally, Jews are very sarcastic. That's the
Amy, does this clit look like a dick?
For young Zoomers here, I don't hate Jews and I don't hate Chinese. In fact, I have respect for both of their cultures differently. Chinese people a lot of times don't do sarcasm. Jews live in sarcasm. As someone who analyzes jokes,
So
and
hack,
and
dude.
speech
Is he gonna
patterns,
go over that hack bullshit
I
again?
just thought it would be very funny if a Jew was to wander into a Chinese
Holy shit, he is.
laundromat and have a conversation. It might look a little something like this.
So
I paid
fucking
you
hack.
to clean my slacks, and I love that
Oh,
the
he's
mustard
opening the
is
chest.
still in my slacks.
Why is he opening it at such a random fucking moment?
Sounds like my therapist. I just love.
Wow, he's putting in 123 lemons out of his 12K. Real generous, dude.
Take the mustard out of my slacks.
Why you waste money? That made no sense. You crazy.
Well, tell that to my therapist.
Get out of here. No pants for you.
So hack.
I guess this is business. This is a good business plan. To not take out the
Aim, come here and analyze T Swift's big clip with me. Amy is crushing lately.
Well, looks like we got a ray of sunshine
Bro.
over here.
I'm getting. Where's right wing Shogun, dude? I would suck on Amy's toes, dude.
Happy that when I was born, someone took part of my dick off and sold it to save the space.
You sick man. Why you let someone
And this guy Ezra Goldberg
is a man?
talks about sucking on my wife's toes.
Over here.
He called my kids gay.
I work at dry cleanup.
I'll end his life, Ezra. I'll end your life. And Bitcoin's a scam.
What funny is when man get hit in testicle.
Then he played it every 5 seconds. Yes.
That girl fall down.
Might have been funny the first time he said it. Imagine all the boomers watching who are chuckling along with him. Imagine the fake chuckles.
So, that's what
Amy,
started.
make me tortillas for sure, dude.
That was a video that started a beautiful friendship.
I read the whole thing in Owen's
And
voice.
his first big hit, the first one that went viral, was just
Oh
simply
God,
called
none
The
of them.
Boomer.
I hope none of them went viral.
Let's all enjoy Mountain Bear, the Boomer.
Oh
And the Boomer
Christ,
started
more.
from an actual letter that I got from a baby boomer.
Seinfeld
who
without
said,
laugh track
"How
time.
dare you go
Exactly.
and crowd?" And he went on and on. And
Did you guys watch Seinfeld back in the day? I never watched it.
And our themes that we have in the Bears are just actually 100% are just completely organic and come out of nowhere. Like even me being called a bear and then everyone being called a bear was just, we don't even know how it started. I mean, some of our weaponized autists, I'm sure, know the exact timestamp. But I've been called Big Bear for years, and then Unbearables started.
It's because you're gay.
And it's just like, well, we're just bears.
It's a gay thing.
I can't explain it.
It's a
It was
gay
the same
thing,
with
my
the baby
dude.
boomer voice. There used to be a video on YouTube that showed
Yeah, mom.
me reading the letter, and I just started the voice. How dare you?
Yeah.
And so, and then Mountain
Get him.
Bear animated it, and so many people saw the beauty that is teamwork.
Oh yeah.
Where
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਾਲਣ ਤੇ
it started
Uh-oh.
with the letter,
ਜੇ ਕੋਈ
and
ਮੈਂ
then I
ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ
added my
ਕਾਲਾ
spin,
ਰੱਖਦਾ
which
ਕਾਲਾ
is the
ਰੱਖਦੀ ਹੈ
character.
ਚਾਬੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ
Oh,
and
get
he
it out,
put it
please.
into cartoon form,
Chabi man
which
la-
added a whole other
Chabi man
level,
la-
and then
Huh.
boom, you're like, that's what it's like.
Oh,
You
get
can
that.
work with
ਜਾਂਦਾ
people.
ਨਾ
That's what can come from
Uh-oh.
groups of people with similar
ਤੇਰੀ ਮਾਂ
outlooks on life. You don't have to
Oh,
agree on
get that.
moves. It's not even a big deal, guys. I'm a goat farmer. I'm outside
Oh,
a
okay.
lot. Like, let it go. But when you are all about crushing the good, the beautiful, and the true, as Box Day says, you can really make some beautiful things together. Okay, so this is the Boomer.
No, she's an Owen fan.
Don't forget to
Kyo again.
subscribe to Mountain Bear.
ਉਹ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਕ ਬੈੱਡ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਰੇਮ ਜੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਨੇ
Get it better than him.
ਉੱਥੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ
I don't have to take shit from
ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਖੁੰਝੇ ਚ ਮੂੰਹ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ
Hold on.
ਖੇਤ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ
Because I earned
ਬੜੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਬੈੱਡ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਵਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰੀ ਸੀ
ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ.
ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਗਈ ਨੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਉਹ
Yeah. Guys, she's an Owen Benjamin fan. She says, stop talking shit about Big Bear.
Those black girls. We need them on our side. And if we show those niggers that we're nice to one another,
Oh, dude, please get him banned off D-Live for this.
we'll take down that. How dare you go after
Get the bear.
We got shocked with Woodstock so much
Oh,
we
okay.
wouldn't even believe it. And we could get sucked up Woodstock and
Yeah.
smoke joints and fucking
You
you know, spend
ਹਾਂ
ਇਹ ਦੇ ਰੋਗਾ
ਇਹ ਵੀ ਡਾਊਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਪੇਨ ਹੀਟਰ ਤਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਪੇਨ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਟੈਂਕ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਉਹ ਸੇਲ ਤੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਯਾ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਪਰ
What have you done, youngin? I'm 65. How dare you go at Trotter? You, sir, you remind me of old Ileana.
She's an OB fan. Mama Bear crushing. Yeah. She's actually verified.
And
Pajit Mom Bear.
America was Jewish banking. They're bringing it in hot. I'm 65. Ben Shapiro.
Can I be verified as Mango Mama Bear?
Quick dick Zionist. Who the fuck can you trust? Troy Peterson, man, that guy gets it. Who's the bad guy? Owen Benjamin. He's out there calling out good patriots like Steven Trotter. Look at you, you piece of shit. Listen, when you sang that nigger stole my bike.
Year-old bits, by the way.
You know, just straight up.
Is this normal or is this anger? That was anger. That was anger and alarm.
I mean Israel, and I mean war.
If that was normal, I'd kill myself or move out.
The shit out of this guy that was getting fucked over by June.
Crushing, dude. Nothing more. No one. You know you're not having more fun than anyone when you're laughing at your own shit.
We have grit. We went to the fucking moon. I mean the hula down. When I look up at that moon, I feel proud.
Crushing.
You go after those elite astronauts that can keep a secret for 50 fucking years. You know how much the man's insane. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Oh, chicken bone, Nemo?
Listen,
All right.
I've been in Afghanistan for 25
Get him?
years. And I know how your friends
Oh,
are
okay.
seriously not
Yeah, yeah.
doing heroin. But we gotta find Bin Laden.
They really believe it. They really believe that. They're like,
Call them, Marty.
25
Oh,
years ago,
oh, Captain,
until
sige,
the
ka.
job is done, millennial. What have you done? When I was your age, I had a family and a house because it cost nothing. And I squandered it because I need a Buick and a boat. What have you done? It's just like, stop, please.
If you somebody about to call, I'll take a call.
And yeah, they so intimidating. It's just one of those people that allow them to use.
Yeah.
Because that level of hypocrisy is too high for me. I won't censor that word.
I'll like it. No money like it.
Push and then agree.
No,
that it's
no, I can't
okay
like
that
it.
you can push abortion and war. I'm just like, no.
No more truck
You
only
can
like
take you can take it all. I won't do that.
No more truck only like it.
And here's the thing,
Yeah.
and not taking that meat, guys, I don't call it black. Except for one time when he stole my bike. It's the point had to be made. And that character does do that. Those Dennis Prager types, Dennis Prager, those types behind closed doors have no problem talking a lot of shit about their black
Yeah.
guys. They have lots about it's the irony of who the actual racist is and who isn't is it's become funny.
Yeah.
Because we have a community that won't stop. We have, we're good. I don't
Give him
feel
some
fear.
sort of Christmas ornament.
But it's like I had to get through it. I had to get through all the fear process. All right, let's just keep laughing.
Let's just keep crushing, guys.
Exactly. And fear is the real F word. Fear. Fear
keep
is how
crushing.
to control you. You should be wary. You should be cautious. You should plan. You should look ahead.
Crush,
And in order
Amy.
to
It's
actually
time to
do that.
crush.
But fear puts you in a state of mind where you react like an animal and then they treat you like an animal. If every rap song can say it, well, it's just, they don't even have a reason. If they just outlaw it, like let's say, like D-Live said, okay, nobody can say that.
Amy, go get me a bear claw.
I'd be like, okay, I want to be a good neighbor here. You're the host. I'm here.
His wife is probably like,
Someone says because
fuck,
of my skin
I
or
thought he
because
would
of
stop
my
doing this
politics,
after he stopped
I
drinking.
can't say a word that others can. I have a problem with that. Because that sets the legal precedent for absolute tyranny. And a lot of people when I first did it did not see it. They literally thought I was a racist. They thought that I wouldn't let go of my racism. Oh, how dare you?
Definitely a
Now
racist.
they see it. Now they understand how if you give up one word for nonsense, they'll take everything.
Definitely a Jewish racist. Those are the only racists on earth are Jews.
Unless they
Which
say
Owen is
why.
definitely Jewish.
Like if I was performing in Saudi Arabia and they say, you don't say fuck, do not make fun of Muhammad, you make fun of him, and don't make fun of the prince. I'd be like, aye. Dude, I'm a working man. You know, but if you say, don't say anything that makes me feel sadness, don't say anything that in 6 months we'll say is hate speech and take everything back. No. I don't play like that. Because in that world you can't operate. And people sometimes are like talking shit about China. I'm like, China sounds way better than what we have. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
in China, if you make fun of the government, they'll
It was.
put you in jail.
It was
I'm
a
like,
nice little view.
so they say that out loud? In America, it's secretive. But they still do it.
The people in the house in front of me,
If the
they
American
fucking,
government said,
they like
"You
rent
want
out
us
the
to go
house
to
or
jail
something.
And don't say this word, that
They
word,
rent
that
out the
word,"
rooms. There's always
that's
new
it.
people in there.
I'd be like, okay.
All right, Wasp.
That's not how it is here. And if you think we're not under a social credit system right now, you're wrong. Unbearablesmerchandise.com was kicked off PayPal today. I'm not allowed on PayPal. Now my neighbor isn't allowed on PayPal. For what? For selling t-shirts. You can't live in the baby boomer fake world of like, at
Shoulda
least
got
we
into
have China
Bitcoin.
where they have a social credit score. They at least say it out loud. They at least tell their people what they can and can't say. Frankly, I'd rather have a government that I'd rather have a culture that didn't despise its own leaders.
Dude,
How's
is there
that
a
sound?
rooster around here somewhere? Or is that the
All the
stream?
media does all day is try to take down our president. That's all they do all day long. Donald Trump is a real problem. And Donald Trump, it's like, how about a world where you have to give respect to your leader? That's not that bad, guys. It can be worse.
Guys, Trump is actually based.
Alright, let's watch another one. Let's watch Mountain Bear crush Justin Trudeau. And I'm landing the plane. I got a lot of stuff to do today. You hear my roosters know the world is the world. Watch this. My rooster just said, Taylor Swift is a dude! Listen, maybe Taylor Swift isn't a dude. Would you take that bet? I'll throw down some cash. I just have to be able to prove it.
Hey, Justin, you gotta go speak in Scotland. No problem. I have my coat with me. You have your coat with you? Yes, of course I do. I bring my Mr. Dress Up.
Boom.
Trunk
Elevated.
Just in case I had to speak to a Scottish person. No, Justin. The content of what you say is what matters. What fucking planet do you live on? The only thing that matters when you're speaking to Scottish people is if you look like a Scottish person.
Red pilled angles.
What part of Kazarian trickster do you not know? You have to go speak to the French people. Do you need
So
your
base,
your
dude.
script?
Kazarian
Of course I need my
trickster.
script.
So
Look,
red
firstly,
pilled.
I need my musketeer outfit. Why, Justin? Because the French people won't take me seriously unless
Tip
I'm
it up,
dressed
tip it up,
like
tip
a
it up.
fucking musketeer.
Boom.
Justin, you have to speak. You have to speak in a 9/11.
Alright, dude, let the red pills
memorial.
ensue,
No
dude.
problem. I have my fireman's jacket. But Justin, that may be seen as offensive by firemen because you weren't actually in the 9/11. You're not a fireman. I'm a fireman today.
You guys see outside?
I'm crushing it.
No,
Justin,
it's too
you
much.
just told the Canadian
Too
people
much
that there's no
angles.
such thing as Canada. I don't care what I say. I'm wearing my Hindu garb. Justin, you have to speak to Goldman Sachs. The economy's in the toilet. No problem. Let me get my yarmulke and long sideburns. Justin, why are you wearing that mask? Because I want to relate.
Where's
to Jews.
Piedmont, dude?
How else are Jews supposed to take me seriously? if
Fresno
I
is a little far
Like a fucking Jew.
from where you're at.
Look at my little hat. Look at my big nose. This is what the people ask for. This is what they get. But Justin, don't you think that would be seen as a little bit offensive by the Jewish people? It would be offensive if I didn't show them that I give a shit about them. I'm showing them that I too can wear the little hat and have the giant nose. Justin, I don't think you should wear the growler mask to the
with my hands, they spook.
It's awful.
Justin, what are you gonna say to them?
It doesn't matter what I say. I look exactly like them. So they'll let me in.
Yeah, Mountain Bear! And I didn't want to bring it up beforehand, but now I'm going to tell you. Did you guys notice what changed in that clip? That was his original animation. And he did all of this just because he wanted to.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
So he goes from South Park, and you guys didn't even notice. That's how beautiful it was. He went from South Park to
Definitely noticed
like
how much shittier
and
it was.
if anybody tries to give me any shit about not being politically correct, guys, I'm a comedian. Justin Trudeau is the leader of Canada who actually does blackface. So I will not enter nonsense world. I'm a comedian making fun of bad behavior. Justin Trudeau actually does act like
We had a bit of a gaffe. We had a gaffe,
like different
folks.
shit all the time.
There's gonna be goofs. There's gonna be gaffes.
3 times now. 3 times. He dressed up like an Indian.
Glass
when he went
Gulag.
to India. He's worn an
You're here
Indian
for life.
headdress, guys. Yeah, next up is Jimmy Fallon. Okay, this is back to South Park, but I just needed to show you guys what to go. But bear in mind, this Jimmy Fallon clip was taken off of my YouTube channel, and I got a strike for hate speech. Now, is this hate speech? No, it isn't. We have a social credit score. Ours is satanic in America. Satanic. All these
Just
people
gonna be
talking
cool.
shit about China. I'm like, China's is better. Oh, honey, it is, and I won't back down on that. America dismantles you if you act like me publicly. Yes, I've survived because of your help and everything. It's like China has a lot of problems, obviously, but when it comes to censorship, America's is terrible. Well, and you know, like YouTube, use the free market to set up your own. Dude, it's called a monopoly. All right, here we go. And if anybody's ever tried to have their own server space and own streaming platforms and all that, it's extremely expensive. And they do that on purpose. So they can
Shit.
these
Wasn't
baby
very
boomers are
hot.
Such idiots. Like Dennis Prager. He's not an idiot. He's a trickster. But it's like, well, in America, you just need grit.
It had to be a
so
little
another
hotter.
$200,000
Sorry,
in
we'll make
debt,
it work.
and you can only get a $12 an hour job with that because we flooded the borders with immigrants. But you need some grit. Build yourself a new YouTube. Even though it's illegal because of fucking lobbying. Now get on that Adderall and go to work, youngin'. We went to the moon. I mean, we did go to the moon. I need to.
He's so obviously trying to get audio for him to cut another one of those shitty cartoons.
Hey, you know what? It's a joke. Hey, Doc, I want to be like the biggest talk show host in the whole wide world. No, Jimmy Fallon. You are named after. Yeah, fellas. Fellas are great. Irene's great. We'll be here today because you'll be the new Johnny Carson. Really, no matter. Look, outside. But you'll sound like a retard. What's that? What'd you say? Nothing, Jimmy. You are here to stay. You will be the number one late night. You will host a night show. Your name will be in lights. Everyone will know you. Commercials, stars, celebrities. Beyonce will call you her friend. You know what? Beyonce call you a friend? That's great. That's so cool. That's the greatest thing ever. Where do I sign? You will talk like you are a fucking retard. What did you say? Nothing. You will be known by everyone as a homo. No, that was part of the deal. I want to be like Johnny Carson. You will be famous like Johnny Carson, but you will not be respected by Johnny Carson. You have not read your contract, your terms.
Pretty funny.
But I thought I was number one.
I don't get it.
Late night show.
His fans clip his voice and then put it into scenes of South Park. Yep,
Oh, no way. It's
that's
so
it.
over. You are
And that is 60% of his shows.
No way. It's great. It's us. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
so
think one of
bad.
the reasons that clip got so hammered and so erased Because it's such
'Cause it's
valuable
so shit.
information for young people.
No, it's
The
not.
Faustian deal, when I was a kid, everybody knew about the Faustian deal. You know, that the devil will give you eternal life, like you can live forever, but you have to be, you then get sent to prison for life. Or you get a Ferrari, but there's no gasoline. Or you get all the books in the world, but your glasses break. And no one else is alive. You know, that's like a known thing.
Dude, we're roasting deer meat back
the
there.
Faustian deal is that you get, like Joe Rogan, you get all the fame in the world for being the toughest guy and this man's man, but you're a midget. And so every time someone meets you, they go, "Wow, you're really
Mango
small."
mama bears.
Imagine being
Cooking
known
deer
for
meat.
Joe Rogan's what he's known for. And every single person that meets you just goes, "Man, you're really small." That's hell. And the devil gives you these deals where they go, "Okay, well you're gonna be, you'll get what you want. What do you want?" And no matter what you say you want, there's a terms and conditions. Twilight Zone gravy, yeah. Twilight Zone, yeah, like Jimmy Fallon got everything he wants. I know Jimmy Fallon, guys. I used to tour with Jimmy Fallon.
God,
We used to do
I
songs
know
together.
Jimmy Fallon.
He's not
You
a
get
bad
it.
guy, but he did a deal that he lost. You know, it's like, you will be known, you will take over the Tonight Show. You just have to sign on the document. No way, it's great. I'm going to interview Taylor Swift and talk about how beautiful she is. Yes, Jimmy, you will be known by everyone in the entire world. Everyone will know the name Jimmy Fallon. Oh, really? It's great. They will know that you are a retard. What? Oh, nothing, Jimmy. Nothing at all. Just do not read the terms and conditions. It's just
very cringe, my dude.
Just sign your name. Of course. If it's just legal mumbo jumbo, I just sign my name.
Should probably turn it down.
You're a fag. Ooh, what's that? Oh, nothing, Jimmy. Nothing at all. Oh, you guys want the JFK one? I only have one letter to read today. Here we go. Presenting evidence for those boomers out there, or Zoomers. I bet you guys didn't even know that JFK was a full-blown homo, huh? Everything in his
Zoomers.
death is true. It's historical fact. And we even have
You stupid fucking Zoomers.
Okay, here we go. Here's another Mount Bear creation, and then I'll read one letter and land the plane.
This is John F. Kennedy's best friend. His name was Lem. Lem.
God damn it.
He was a homosexual. President, he wanted nothing more than his best friend, who was an open homosexual, to live with him in the White House. How dare you go after John F. Kennedy? He was a veteran warrior. It's not like he was wearing matching gay guy shorts, shirtless, arm in arm.
Could have sworn I'd seen this already.
Yeah. What about this? Arm in arm in matching shorts. John F. Kennedy, of course, being shirtless, and his studly homosexual.
We're starting this from the beginning again because I just want to, I'll forget. So, okay. Also remember that NASA named the lander Lem. Who was NASA, you might ask? JFK. He named the lunar lander Lem. And they were, that's just an acronym. You're sir. No. Lem. The reason that the Catholic Church is telescope.
It's actually gravy overload, guys.
Lucifer. Yes, sir. That's just that's the acronym. Guys, these things are not by mistake. The lunar lander was the Lem. Lem was JFK's lifetime lover. Fact. Also, another great way to understand the Faustian deal, someone brought it up, the monkey's paw argument, where I don't know if this is the same thing, but the way to trap a monkey is you put a treat in a box, and there's just a hole enough for his hand. He puts his hand in and he holds the treat, and when his hand becomes a fist, he can't pull his hand out. The only way for the monkey to become free is to let go of his treat. The thing about monkeys is they don't let go of their treats because they're animals. The difference between a human being and an animal is the human being would know to let go of the treat and then pull out their hand because the freedom is more valuable than the treat. A monkey will starve to death because they will not let go of their treat. That is the difference between a human and an animal. And the way the Faustian deal works is they make you hold on to that treat as you starve to death. That's why the Jimmy Fallons of the world and all these people that are just degrading themselves because they won't let go of their trees. It's like, hey, Taylor Swift, it must be so good. They're dying inside. They're starving. They have no logos. But they won't let go of their status. They won't let go of their tree. And that is the difference between the human and the animal. When a human acts like an animal, they're treated like an animal and they're mocked by Lucifer. Okay, it is old knowledge. You're right. Old knowledge is the best knowledge. All right, let's rewatch this. And then I gotta go. What's our viewer count at, by the way?
This is John F. Kennedy's best friend. His name was Len.
7.5K.
He was a
Crushing.
president. He wanted nothing more than his best friend, who was an open homosexual, to live with him in the White House. How dare you go after John F. Kennedy? He's a veteran warrior. It's not like he was wearing matching gear.
Wow, dude, this is Logos.
Arm in arm with the guy.
Rewatching
Oh, yeah.
clips over and over.
What about this? Arm in arm in matching shorts. John F. Kennedy, of course, being shirtless, and his snugly homosexual best friend that he stays close with his entire life, smiling when he just sucked a dick. How dare you, Big Bear? How fucking double dog dare you? I'm a baby boomer. Okay? That clearly is just two young men. One just so happens to be a homosexual. There's nothing gay going on there. It's not like they're petting a dog together or anything. What if they're petting a little puppy together in white linen pants? How dare you? I'm a baby boomer. That's a man that put a man in the fucking moon. What did you do? He's not homosexual.
He literally laughs like a moron.
You, listen,
I don't want to just hate for no reason, but he makes it too easy.
The goddamn liberals. And not even when you came in your own Crowder. But now that you're attacking an American patriot as a homosexual, how fucking dare you? I mean, it's not as if you was in a barbershop quartet together. You've gone too far this time. That's the man that put a man in the goddamn moon and made black people and white people equal forever. The same exact cock length and everything. And now you're trying to say he's a homosexual out there. It's not like he slow danced with the homosexual and made out with him. Well, here's a picture of John F. Kennedy Jr. and his homosexual best friend slow dancing and kissing. How double dog dare John F. Kennedy was a guy, a fucking war hero. It doesn't matter how many cocks that war hero took in his asshole.
That's so funny.
So good, guys. So Logos.
We gotta be Grappler football.
God damn.
I mean,
It's a marathon
subscribe
of
out there
cringe Owen
here
shit.
And at YouTube, just in case it. On the NASA tapes, all the NASA stuff. Maybe we'll close it with his Moonlight Sonata. But Grappler football is watch this one. This is a newer one. This is based on the new joke, unauthorized.tv for my new special. You're doing great, kid. Grappler football. Check this out. This is Mount Bear. Grappler football. There it is. Oh, and before I play this, would you guys like to know the acronym for the Lucifer telescope, right?
No.
I've literally heard baby boomers say that, how dare you, this is all by accident, right? The Lucifer telescope, used by the Vatican. What does it stand for, you ask? Lucifer, which stands for Large Binocular Telescope, Near Infrared Utility, with camera and an integral field unit for extragalactic research.
That's pretty made up.
The Vatican has an observatory in Australia, in Arizona, manned by Jesuit astronomers. This is open knowledge. That stands for, and I'll say it one more time. And guys, your life is literally on the line with some of these decisions you make in your mind. If you think that the people actually
Your life is on the
can't
line.
think that this is by
Big
accident.
Bear hours, absolutely.
So if you make yourself believe that this was all because that's the best way to name a telescope, you're giving up your sovereignty. You're giving up your ability to be a human, like a living man. I'm dead serious. Let's say it again. So do you think that the Vatican was like, okay, looking at the telescope, I'm pretty sure it's just like, what is it? It's large, it's a binocular telescope, right, boys? It's near infrared utility. It's got utility. It's not infrared, but it's near infrared. Okay, we gotta make sure we let the people know it's near.
Dude, this is logos.
Close to.
This is honestly
Near.
logos.
Infrared utility with, is there a camera? Is there field units? Let's put all that in. And it's for, is it for galactic no, it's not galactic, it's extra galactic.
Unironically like this.
And I just feel like it flows the best when I say, large binocular telescope, near infrared utility with camera and integral field unit for extragalactic research. I feel like that, what does that spell out anyway, guys? Lucifer? Lucifer. You sure you want to use that, guys? I mean, Lucifer is the angel of darkness. He's rebelling against God. You know, I know we're the Vatican, and I know we claim to be Christian.
Logos.
And I know that it would be weird if we named our telescope Lucifer. And I know people will say, oh, they just ran out the telescope. Stop. It's manned by Jesuits. Stop. But I just think it's worth it to make sure everybody knows exactly what it is. I mean, what should we take out here? Guys, should we take out the large binocular? Because everybody needs to know that it's a large binocular telescope. I mean, it's large. Because we could have started it with something else. And if people don't know it has near infrared utility, then no one will take us seriously when we're checking out the zodiacal lights. Just go with it. I know we're going to get kicked back because we named it after what we claim to be our enemy is. But, you know, guys, it's the equivalent of naming... I can't even begin.
Too dumb to think of an analogy.
This is a crossroads. Every day is a crossroads. Every day. If you convince yourself that that's what happened, and that there has nothing to do with Lucifer, and that's just randomly the acronym, and that the Vatican was like, you know what? That's the info people need. It can't be Lucifer. It has to be large. Everyone needs to know it's large. But sir, they can look at it and see that it's large. No, they can't. What about great? It's great. Lucifer? No. Lucifer is not the angel that rebelled against God. What's that, sir? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
It's Guccifer 2.0. The guy who hacked Hillary's emails.
With diamonds. All right. So anyway, just this is the thing. You don't have to stop being Catholic. I was raised Catholic.
Based Q0, how's it going? What's up? Caspian Flux.
But that event, you can't lie to yourself and say that. I mean, you can. I see it all the time. People will be like,
dude, Q holds it down in here.
Give me my pornos. I watch my pornos when my family goes to sleep. And in exchange, I give up discernment and reason and logic. It should be called Brosifer. Alright, anyway. Let's watch Grabbler football. There we go.
Let's watch more of my hacky cartoons. What's up, Ezra? What's up, Caspian Flux? Q, your vids lately are straight fire. It's, yup, the Eggstein. The Eggstein stuff, man. Kmart video classic. Disgusting. I don't know whether he's talking about football players or his dad.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to close out. Well, let me read
Hilarious.
that first. An analog super chat is enclosed. These 2 1-ounce silver coins were put out by the National Bank of Serbia to honor Nikola Tesla, the spirit of Tesla's. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. The first coin was released in the 9th month of 2018.
Give him some good shit.
The 3rd month of 2019. so I would venture to guess that the next will be released in the 6th month of 2020 or sometime thereafter. My appreciation for Nikola Tesla is quite high, mine as well. I take every chance I can to teach my son about him and his contributions to society, his purity, and not focusing on money, but focusing on what is useful. All right, awesome.
All right, you're banned.
Inspiration is key. 13 different chemo. All right, I'll read the rest. All right, on another note, I have much to say. I'll keep it short as I can. I've been a bear for a long time. I would consider myself an original bear. Nice. It has been an honor to watch your comedic rise, the fall, manufactured by the so-called elite, and the rise again to where you are now. It has been very inspiring.
Boomer likely.
To see the impact you have on people's lives and what they do with the things you say and do. To me, the inspiration is key, especially after all I've been through. Cancer nearly took me from my family, which was an impactful wake-up call. My parents raised me in the church, and I've always had very faith-based beliefs. Fell away like most do, and have come back again like most do. After what some would call suffering, what I would call waiting and undergoing 13 chemos, 28 chemo treatments, 23 different chemo drugs, 1 level 3 trial, 1 attempt to line up a C-Part 19 gene therapy trial, 2 rounds of drug-based genome study, 1 autologous stem cell transplant, my own stem cells, 1 allogeneic stem cell transplant, my brother's donor stem cells, 2 lymphocyte infusions, my brother's lymphocytes from donor stem cells,
Imam,
20 days of radiation,
John Van Gemini Lassa.
alkaline water,
Non qualcosa di-
Relevant supplements, turmeric, and I'm still here. Yes! After crushing through all of that for 2.5 years, I am now 5 years cancer-free as of November 4th. The cancer that nearly killed my life was viewed as a curse in the beginning, and I constantly said, we've got this. I thought I was being so positive, and was viewed as positive by friends and family. I realized the flaw in my supposed positivity, which was that the we was my wife and I. Something was missing. Someone was missing. God, and I truly believe that while sounding positive, I was negatively impacting the condition. I was in by begging God for His mercy. At one point, while trying to get into good enough condition to have a stem cell transplant done, I was bedridden for a good 6 weeks. Towards the end of 6 weeks, I thought that I was going to die within days. This is where I stopped leaning on my own understanding and submitted my condition and my life to God. This is where I really learned how to pray. Man,
Don't get tarried, bro.
this is fucking intense.
Don't get tarried.
My prayers went from begging for this to end, as this left my request open to God giving me mercy by death, and changing how my mind works, and being permitted to grow old with my wife.
What kind of boomers are writing him, dude? It's so cringe.
At this point, my prayer shifted to my family needing me, for me to be an example in suffering and in survival. When I realized I had no control over this condition, I completely submitted to Him, well confident that I would meet Him within days. After submitting, putting my eyes and heart to Him before my family, I suddenly became well enough to get out of bed, get into my first stem cell transplant, and to slowly get better. Some disagree with putting God before family, but I believe that doing this put the family in God's perspective, and the family ultimately benefits, thus becoming closer and stronger. Wow. Solidifying my belief that medicine was not the only thing that helped, my oncologist at Ohio State was amazing in what she guys stated on November 4th when I was declared cancer-free, that she could not medically explain how I survived. She expressed that she expected me to die, but would have gone to any length to keep me alive, and there is likely something out of this world that has contributed to my survival.
Everything's very
I found that
volatile.
quite impactful from a group of people that usually think that they're the only ones that can save the sick. One doctor actually even said that to me, while my oncologist was on vacation, your logic is flawed in thinking that if you can prop up your immune system, then you will have a better chance of survival. I'm the only one who can save you. Bullshit. Upon my oncologist's return, she flat out stated that this doctor's logic is flawed and that I should be doing anything I can to prop up my immune system. My point of sharing this is that I know there are other bears that are going through something similar.
Pretty
and I would
based
like to
doctor.
offer my support to them. If anyone is interested in talking, asking questions, or just needs someone to relate to, when seemingly nobody else can, I can be reached at I'm making sure it's a J, not an I. Oh man, is that an I?
What a retard.
Oh, I forgot that's an I. I don't want to J Harmon, HORMON 001 at live.com. And we can go from there. If I can help anyone from my experience, I would be happy to do so. I really was hoping to see you in Mansfield, Ohio when you last toured. I wanted to offer some of my home studio equipment and my hobbyist enthusiast audio engineering knowledge, but I had a prior engagement and was unable to offer anything for the date. If you're ever around again, I would be happy to offer whatever I can to help out. You're doing great, kid.
Yeah, because his audio is awful.
Wow, what a letter. What a letter, man. Whew. So, it's so beautiful. That was real. The real armor of God, yeah. That was real. That one paragraph, I'm reading that again. My prayers went from begging for this to end as this left my request open to God giving me mercy by death, to changing how my mind works, and being permitted to grow old with my wife, and being able to be there for my children and eventually their children. At this point, my prayer shifted to my family needing me,
A boomer.
for me to be an example in suffering and in survival. When I realized I had no control over this condition, I completely submitted to him, well confident that I would meet him within days. After submitting, putting my eyes and heart to him before my family, I suddenly became well enough to get out of bed, get into my first stem cell transplant, and slowly get better. Some disagree with putting God before family, but I believe that doing this puts the family in God's perspective, and the family ultimately benefits, thus becoming closer and stronger. I mean, if you got a cancer doctor in Ohio State to admit that they didn't cure you, wow. Man, it's an absolute legend. Well, I mean, it's that, like, truth has a vibration. That's true. And the truth can sometimes get you a little jammed up. I'm sure a lot of you guys felt that. There's an order of words that a human being can't
So much
order
logos.
unless they're speaking exactly the truth. And you can't predict it, but it makes you feel something. And that it's undescribable and it's a fact. Like when you read what someone is saying that is true, there's a frequency and a vibration that can't be explained. Alright, let's watch Mountain Bear do something non-comedic and just beautiful. It's called the Moonlight Sonata. And then I'm out of here. Unauthorized.tv. Kyneton Bear, open up that lemon chest. I don't know if you're still here. I'm probably speaking to nobody. Here we go.
Now, one thing, you have a theory about the moon. The Americans and Russians are thinking of landing there.
Gee. HT got kicked off D Live. He's such a retard. Like, mute your mic while you're playing a video. Black women sent us to the moon. If it wasn't for based black women, we wouldn't have gone to the moon. Very based, very red-pilled black ladies.
One other time that the greatest moment in human history was deleted to save apes by an organization that gets $24 billion a year.
I have seen anything that indicates the planetary liability of the existence. As I said, even if we have it, we don't have machines to play it back.
This is logos. This is logos, guys. You gotta have a high IQ to understand this.
We went there and no country followed. We didn't set up bases there. We never looked back. We had no scientists up there. It's the one time in human history that's the technology, we've lost the technology, and it's too painful to recreate. That was one of the most senior astronauts who said that.
I could go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to. We destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process.
The moon rock contains trace elements that only exist on Earth. Neil Armstrong gave Holland a piece of wood, and there is no chance you can broadcast live television from that distance with that amount of power. Now, let alone in the late 60s. It's all bullshit.
Pure logos, guys.
Boom. Mountain bear crushing. That's a powerful video.
So much logos,
Someone in the
guys.
chat said,
My own voice
how
is
could
so
I not
powerful.
believe that? We all did. We all did. You know, I'm a high IQ guy. I've been seeing and telling truth my whole life. 3 years ago, I would have thought someone was insane for saying that. I would have thought I would have just been like, oh, okay. And I'm like, we didn't go to I had all the traps in my mind. Everybody does. This is how wizardry works. This is why I'm passionate about breaking wizard spells. Because I know how they work. And it's very manipulative and it's very mean. It's cruel to do to people. And they did it to me, and they've done it to you, and it's when you're out of it, you know, there's a lot of things that you gotta go through. You know, that's the devil has a
Guys, we
lot
gotta
of traps.
slay these
Wrath
wizards.
is the next one, and we have to watch out for that. Because pride is how they originally trapped us with a lot of these things. Is, you know, I would direct you to one of my YouTube videos, but they're all gone now. But you know, as America, you know, the United States went to the moon. We're the best. We're the best around. No one's gonna ever keep you down. They're just spoon feeding it. We put a man on the moon. We bring him in. It's just like pride. And it's and you wanted to believe it. You wanted to believe it. How's the wizard book coming along? I've written like a page, just straight up. I've been focusing more on all this other stuff, but I
Book
will-
definitely not getting written.
but because it's very important to me. But it just starts off with wizards. A lot of times, the thing I've noticed about wizards is they all wear weird hats. It's a good opening line, whether or not it's the
Wow, I wanted to talk about the shooters at the naval base. What's going on? 2 shootings at naval
small
bases
hats,
so close
or the
together.
people with the big cubes on their head. It's just like they always wear weird
Not
hats.
logos.
And you can even show that with like those
You know?
womanizer game guys. They would wear weird hats. Wizardry, there's something weird about wizardry that requires weird hats. The astronaut helmet is a weird hat. It's all What about ISS fake? The whole thing's fake. I'm not here to show you that. ISS couldn't be more fake. It's a joke. And I know that you'll watch that video and be like, wow, moon landing. But ISS though. Guys, space is fake. Space. Satellites. One thing I don't
Very
think about
edgy.
people is when they'll see that the moon landing is fake. Everyone sees that now. And then they'll be like, but the ISS though. It's like, do you think those same people made anything true? It's like dealing with the
Eddie
drug
Bravo
addict.
said
It's
this
like
shit
dealing with
years
the heroin
ago.
addict. It's like, oh, but this time, it's like, I don't trust you until you're clean. Like, Don Pudge should have said, like, hey, we could go back to the moon in a nanosecond, but we never went. DV, I'm not sure you've reached the peak of your wizard spotting skills. It's okay to wait on the book. I don't know which book you're talking about. I'm definitely not at the peak of my wizard spotting skills. I fell for.
I don't know which book you're talking
I'll
about.
show you an
What an
example
idiot.
of me being
The book you're
wrong
writing,
and
moron.
a bear picking me up. So, where is it? And I left it up to show people my mistake. 1 second.
Shit.
So you see this image here? See that? There's a homeless person and a white woman with refugees welcome. See this image? Alright, so I wrote, white women without good fathers or husbands typically end up horrible. Yes, that could be said of all women, but there's something uniquely oblivious and condescending about white women. And then somebody pointed out, ha ha ha, you just bought into the black versus white paradigm, and then has the Israeli flag, and I was like, you're so right. And so I put a star and said, a legend in the comments just pointed out I just fell for the black
A legend
construct.
who's not banned.
I'll now leave up my commentary to show my mistake and accept my shame. I fell for a spell right there. White, black is
Guys,
a spell.
he's a legend.
Oh, you don't have pride in it. Stop. No, I don't. I don't have pride in something called white. It doesn't mean anything. They tried it with Africa.
Guys,
Pan-Africanism.
bloodlines don't
All
exist.
the blacks come together and give us your gold. And then they tried it with Asian. You think there's yellow pride? You think China,
Yes.
Japan, and Korea all get together and they're like, we all yellow, we the best. No,
They
they're
try.
completely different cultures. Completely different tribes of people. Completely different histories. Completely different languages. You know, a Sicilian, someone from Milan, someone from Berlin, someone from the side of France, someone from Newcastle, someone from North Ireland, and someone from Dublin all walk in County Cork, and they all walk into a bar. Like, white. It's just like they're so different. A lot of
No, they're not, you
have to do
dumb
with farming
fuck.
versus shepherding. Has to do with honor culture, all that stuff, right? So I fell for that today because there
He's
is
so
something
Jewish right
about
here. This is so
Western
Jewish.
American, quote unquote, white women where they're so fucking oblivious. And someone pointed out a great thing. It's like when the men fail shit tests for 50 straight years, they will want to fuck foreigners, and that's a reality. A lot of cucked men, your women would take
Shit.
a Muslim refugee over you. Fact. And it sucks. People, they hate hearing it. But when they say, I'm going to go out with Tina and get hammered, and the guy's like, can I have a threesome? You failed.
Fuck.
They want a man that fears God and fights and works and puts them in their place, which is a good place, not bad, but says, you're a mother, just me and you. I will work for you. You raise our baby. But I want to do cocaine with Tina. No, you don't put that in your body. All these white American males, quote unquote white, I get it, are like, yeah, do coke off my dick, and then we'll have threesomes. Your women will do that for a little while, and then they'll hate you for it. And then they'll rather be with Mohammed from, Pakistan. Literally, they look forward to them. Because women need men.
He's saying this
They
from
need a
experience.
father, and they need a husband that gives them protection, that gives them service, that provides for them, and most importantly, fears God. That's it. And so when you fall into this white, I was doing the same thing. I'm like, there's something about white women that makes them such retards with this stuff. Like they can be holding a thing that says refugees welcome while someone, I'm like, nah, I mean, it's not what it is. Be a man or be gay. Exactly. That's what it is. And so I was talking to somebody about this recently. I was like, some of the best Christians I know are Muslim.
Hey. What's up,
Some of the
Aaron
best
C?
Christians I know are Muslim. Oh, how dare you? How dare it's dude. Following the teachings of Jesus Christ.
Yeah?
Okay, compare
No.
Steven Crowder
Right.
and that Muslim with 8 kids who prays every day. You know, that's blasphemy. Say whatever you want. Your wife's gonna fuck you. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that Israel is your only friend and that the Schofield Bible and Ben Shapiro and anal sex and guys, and some of the best Christians I know are Muslims.
Base.
Some of the best Christians I know are pagan. Sticks and Hammers 666, that's his name. I used to make fun of him for it. He had my back, and he probably doesn't even like me because he believes in truth. Steven Crowder believes in people putting things in his asshole for money. I'm not kidding. Which is more Christian to you? The one who just says they're Christian and acts insane? There's Confucianists in China that their yes means yes and their no means no more than a lot of the people that claim to be Christian that I know. And so people will get angry and people will bitch and screech and cry and they'll say, no, I'm a real Christian. It's about, it's about preserving the white race. I say, how many children do you have? It's almost always 0. It's about preserving the white race. It's about preserving. Okay, how many children do you have? What is the white race? No, it's about preserving your people. Have you not read history?
Wow, bro, not so loud. Hey,
Yes,
Ezra,
there are
man.
flawed
Hey,
races. Yes, there
Jesus
is
Christ,
such a
Scotty,
thing
what are
as
you
the
talking
white
about?
race in general. The way it's being used
I
is insane.
disavow.
Like, look at Sub-Saharan Africa.
Scotty's
Tell that
being
to,
a
like, some of these
joker.
foreign tribes. They don't know what that means, and it's just a broad, like, categorization tool. No one cares. Dix has integrity. Yeah, he impressed me with that. Amazing Polly has my back too. Yeah, and it's not about
Disavow,
alliances.
Scotty.
It's not about like Steven Crowder, when he had my back, I realized it's because he was using me. He was using me for my ties to Hollywood. He was using me
Disavowed.
for my popularity to push his message. These people, I give nothing to Sticks. I don't, like when Devin Stack from Black Pill and all these people and like Mark Dice and all these people that stood up and said this is wrong, what happened to Owen Rouge, I offer them nothing. I've been banned from Hollywood. I've been banned from theaters. I'm kicked out of the Devil's Court. So when Crowder did, I still had some juice. When I first started talking to Crowder, I had just been kicked out of CIA. I still had some glow.
CIA, he said.
And he wanted it. That's the only reason he had my back. He doesn't have any ethics. None. And I've learned to understand that now. Muslims pray for about 25 minutes a day, 5 prayers, 5 minutes a day. Exactly. And it's like, listen, I'm not Muslim. I'm not spreading Islam. I'm making a point about liars. It's like, when I see a Muslim who fears God and God alone, and he has children, and he honors his wife, I see someone who's practicing Christianity the way I practice more than people who say they're Christian, who have anal sex, like Charlie Kirk. They promote gay pride parades. They have no children. They don't pray. And if they do, it's only publicly so people can see them praying. That's Pharisee, by the way. That's the problem I have with that. And that's when people go, Muhammad, we got pedophile, Islam from Tay-Tay. I'm like, how many kids do you have? Are you married? How often do you pray? What do you do for a living? It's like, well, I work in the pharmaceutical department, and I'm 40, and I just haven't found the right girl, but I'm on Tinder a lot. I'm like, you practice Satanism. Fuck you.
Based.
And it's always those people that are pointing the most amount of fingers. Oh, if you're a Catholic, you can't go to heaven. Tell it. Look at E. Michael Jones in the eye and tell him he's not going to heaven because he doesn't have the same church as you, despite his work and his life and his faith and his family. He's a wonderful man. He's taught me a lot about Christianity. And he's a die-hard Catholic. He doesn't even talk shit about the Pope. Mr. Boner had himself. Show me the man who can look in E. Michael Jones' eyes and say, you don't go to heaven and I do because I'm a Southern Baptist and you're a Catholic. That guy's Pharisee. You can't do that. And I feel the same way with a lot of Muslims. I feel the same way with some Jews. I know Jews that are more committed to the truth than a lot of other people. I do. They exist, guys. They're out there. They're unicorns. There's not a lot of them, but they're there. You know, I know religious Jews that are more committed to the truth. They're not really super into the Talmud. I mean, the Talmud is.
Oy vey.
But whatever. Landing the plane takes a while. Yeah, when I'm on a rant, yeah. When Crowder finds out a telescope is called Lucifer, he'll want to put it inside of him. Exactly. God knows the heart. Yeah, and it's about not condemning others. I've had to learn that.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat, guys. Boom. Gulag hours. Oh, we gotta go back. Gulag hours.
That doesn't
2
mean
and out.
criminality. It doesn't mean pedophiles.
Oh, Jesus
no, when you
Christ.
say someone's going
It's all a
to hell,
mess.
or
It's
someone
all a
isn't a real
fucking
Christian
mess.
or something like that,